Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the Japan campaign. And where we left off, we were going to attack Zhejiang, and guess what? We are going to lead on that now. But now I'm just currently debating whether or not I want to puppet them or conquer them. I think we probably want to conquer them for the Republic of China, just because we'd rather probably have the Republic send the majority of... Well, actually, if the Republic send their majority of forces this way, it might actually be helpful to have a puppet over here. Because otherwise there'll be a two-front war. You know what? We will... And we'll get a little bit extra, so... Now, I don't know what war goal that added, to be honest with you. It might have just added a straight conquer one, which is fine, like, if that is the case. But, yeah, worth thinking about. Now, we are going to get this, as we always do, whenever we're at war. So we get a little bit more manpower, some more officers and things, so... Yep, a little bit extra helps, that's for sure. And I'm going to... I think we are going to switch it up to war economy again. We won't be at war for long, but there's no harm in doing that effectively for the time we are at war. Might be able to get some more convoys out and about for it. And yeah, we're going to kick off. Right. Now, you're lacking a little bit of strength there. Lacking a bit of fuel, but that's fine. And then we'll put a little bit more into reinforcements whilst that's doing that. And I think it'll just be a straight shot effectively over to... no, they do have Alte as well, so... It's 2 provinces to get, but I think that's fine. We should definitely have enough forces to do that. And if the war does get drawn out a little bit, it's really not the end of the world. And then, if we declare war on Tibet, do we lose... Yeah, we lose a bit of threat for that as well. Oh, they just joined the Comintern. Now, we have a pact, I believe, with these fine gentlemen. Okay, let's send you towards here. And then let's send you... And you... Yeah, we've got plenty of militia to use as little breaks over here. We're not really expecting much out of them, but they're not exactly facing massively powerful opposition. And then let's take 3 of you and move you like that. And then let's take 2 of you and go there. And 1 of you can go over to here. Happy days. Right, hopefully the Soviets won't declare war on us and we'll be able to get this war done. Bit of submarine crew training, that's fine. And yeah, we'll do the next level of landing craft flotilla. Got some trade interdiction ones to do over there actually as well, but that's fine. And it is just a major fuel weight. But the supplies are coming through, so that's good. Right, and you know what? Rather than going that way, we actually want you to go that way, because they don't exactly have much by the way of forces there. And then you will all as well push forwards. And at least we've got all the resources in the world. That is something to be happy about. And we've got a little bit extra on supply now. Alright, civil defense. That's good. Let's do armor plating. Get a bit more defense going. Yeah, and you can't go around that way, so yeah, you've got to go like that. And yeah, we're gonna use you units as a bit of a flank in that direction towards, yeah, over there. Actually, like this. Yeah, we'll do something like that. That's good with me. And then the rest of you will move on the capital pretty pronto-ish. And yeah, I'm happy to give a bit of metal away. We are full on that, so makes complete sense. Okay, and we've got over 1,000 convoys now. We want to start building out, I think, some of our units and the like over here. So to do that, what do we need? So now, a lot of these are filled out. One of them's got a light armor in somewhere. God, that's an interesting divisional concept over there. If we were to actually maybe position you in the guard bit, that might not be a terrible idea, actually. Yeah, because we can give the light armor over to that semi-motorized unit, which is good. We'll take that. But that aside, anti-tank and engineer. So, anti-tank and engineer, anti-tank and engineer. Anti-tank and engineer, anti-tank and engineer, anti-tank and engineer. Tank and engineer, anti-tank and engineer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Right, put that to the top. And then we've got 2 specialized light units that don't have anything at all that we need to build out. So we will get that done soon enough. And I'm expecting the planes and things to be pretty much done and available soon enough. Okay, armoured car designs, that's good. They're quite a useful thing to get, to be honest with you, and twin engines for the extra speed are good as well on those landing craft. And yeah, the Brits really want us. 36.8, and then we'll be there, so we've got a little bit more to go. And then we take a little bit out there to put a little bit more into production. Putting a little bit more on resource for different units. Still got the spawned unit negative bonus happening. Okay, and oh yeah, we are beating that back. Well and truly. And at the same time, our officer ratio is nearly at 100%, which is lovely. And you know what, we'll bring these up as our reinforcements just in case it's needed. Okay, so artillery barrel can come off, so can both the combat medicine ones. Auxiliary fuel tanks are always a good grab. Same thing with gun turrets and gun ability on twin engines. We want to pivot over to Air Force relatively soon. So we've completely bodied those units over there. And diplomacy-wise, yeah, we still haven't gotten involved. And yeah, the better ability on our road networks is lovely. Okay, and that's defensive positions for infantry at 41. Got road network done. Can do 4-engine gun position, and we can do the next level of air-launched torpedoes and cluster bombs. We're going to want to get the 1,000-kilogram bomb relatively if we can. That's a shame that we can't access that. But I like the wing aerodynamics. And I would like to get the next level of submarine tech going. Okay, and we're only circa 2,000 officers off having a full officer ratio, so not much more to do there. Speaking of which, yeah, I want to get the militia strength increase, because we do have a lot of militia units. Okay, and then we've got CAG crew training, like all of that we want to carry on with. They're both at 49. I would love to get, the radar going now that we're going to be doing that at the right time. And we can also do... where was it? I think it's in... Yeah, we can get small search air radar as well up and running, because they'll both be done pretty quickly. Okay, and speed is definitely our friend here. So we lose some more leaders, sadly. And Navy asks for more money. Sure thing. Sure thing. Rebels. And for economic bonuses and things, I think we should do long-term... let's do short-term investment again. And then let's do... We don't need to reduce our national unity anymore, so we can do economic spying at this point. And... well, we can clean up with these units. That's why all this cav is down here at the end of the day. To defend against rebellions. Okay, and then there's a victory at Korla. And Hiraga's new designs. Get the heavy AA up, and we can get self-propelled artillery brigades because it's the start of a stronger medium armoured unit. Okay, and we're now fighting over the capital. And yeah, I'm happy that we're working pretty well over there. Okay, and yeah, our cav is doing the business. Cleaning all of this up. One rebellion over there that we're still dealing with. And happy to do that trade, Afghanistan. We will favour... I think we'll still favour the Navy. Because I'm expecting some of these ships to be out relatively soon and then for it to speed along others. So, quite high. So they lost nearly 4,000 troops in that battle, which is massive. And they've got some more Russian advisors, I've seen them. And do medium artillery brigades, get that going. And okay, so the capital looks like it's going to fall pretty soon. There's small caliber tank cannons. Let's get the next level of light armor design. The armor piercing caps will keep running on. Right, and we've nearly removed all of our dissent. So, a big happy days there. We've got a single cavalry unit that's dropped in to try and stop us. Oh, we just had a supply one drop out. It's okay because we're making pretty good money. In fact, it might be worth us re-exploring the whole lot, to be honest. So we're losing 35 now a day. So Belgium, 9 and 13. Greece is fine. Iran, Saudi Arabia, yeah, they're all absolutely fine, those other trades. That'll free up a little bit more on the old supply front for production. Yeah, that's freed up another 5 IC, which is never shabby. And it's good to be getting some more CAGs out. And then Tibet, you're not really close to anyone. And yeah, I would love us to take on the areas that are currently owned by French, because yeah, we could build out the infrastructure there and then get a nice infrastructure path heading south. Okay, and good to have some CAGs coming online. And our ships look like they're going to be out in February now, so that's also good. And how's our army doing for growth? Or push, I should say, over to here. Owning like Olte and then being able to move on like Mate and things, some of these areas of the Soviet Union would be pretty good, to be honest. The problem will be supply. Right, fire control system. Okay, we'll let that ride. Naval air targeting's fine. And we're doing engineer unit training, which is another 39 level tech. There's a lot of 39 level techs that we needed to work on. And you know what? For a little bit extra money, sure, we'll do that. And happy to let the port strike continue to run. Okay, it looks like we've nearly beaten back this group here. There we go. There's a small little counterattack happening, and you know what, Tibet? We will also do that trade with you. We want to be friends. Friends to everyone. And yeah, we'll push you like that. There we go. Love it. So it's just some infantry attachments and things that they've got over here that we're trying to deal with. Uruguay wants a Kagero class, and you know what? We will let them do that. And then, it's good to see the TB class get up a level. In fact, we can do all the classes of ships nice and early. Let's do Destroyer and TB and keep both of those running forwards. We'll also want to do Light Carrier. In fact, we'll put that on now with the 60 there. We want to do both of those. Yeah, I realise I'm dogpiling all of these class techs, but I'd like to get them all done, yeah, like the start of this year, if possible. Best possible ships that we can, because we'll do an upgrade pathway for some of our older ships. Right, coastal battle. Yeah, coastal ships there. Let's do advanced education investments, start getting some of those up and running. Oh. Oh, I can't. Good. It's interesting. The Tibet thing's gone. Okay. Right, railway level 4, sure. The reason to do that is just for the, I think it grants a little bit of supply throughput. Oh, and IC efficiency. Hey, look. Never worth complaining about IC efficiency. That's always a big positive. Okay, and yeah, an extra, if we did get an extra 500 officers, that would kind of solidify where we're at, really. Okay, motorization of Cav. Let's do monumental architecture. Oh, in fact, we can't. That's fine. We've got an export of tungsten. Right, CAG pilot training. Their superiority. Yeah, we'll let all of those run. And we still got that reduction for spawning in units. So annoying. Right, we'll let the MTBs run as well because they'll all be done earlier in the year. And yeah, we will join the Axis because we'll get all the benefits of doing so. Yep, so that's good. And it's great to get extra stuff. And I like the extra research efficiency, etc. that grants. Makes hopefully all of our stuff a little bit quicker to come out. And we'll have some more CAGs out relatively soon. Okay, and we're going to postpone everything. Okay, and then we just won at Fukang. A good little victory. So that's good. And I'd love this war done by kind of January time. That would be ideal. Right, and I'm seeing a few little victories starting to pop up here and there. And I'm seeing our air techs move along quite nicely as well. We've got the Carp division under Takashi moving up. And I think, yeah, Mazakazu is about to move forward. So the Deutschland's been lost. We lost medium, but that's okay. Schmeling and high popularity. Good. Let's put another CAG in. Happy days. And how quickly are you going to move in there? The 9th. Okay, and that's with extra HQs and things being spawned. They're attempting to flee, but I don't think they're going to get very far. And you know what? We will do the airport level 4. And it's good to have our priorities in order. So yeah, all those ships are present. And we're going to have a light carrier out soon. One of our more recent ones. Sorry for the small cut in there. My girlfriend arrived and I made food. Right, so let's kick off where we left off. So we are finishing off, I think, Alte. So I don't think this will take too long. And we have had that resource one kick in. So we'll get some more resources a day, which is... Hey, no bad thing at all. We love the extra bonuses. And yeah, happy to give money away to make us turn a positive balance. And I don't think we've got too long left to wait now. No, not at all. Oh, in fact, there we go. So we enforced Conquer on Zhangji, and then I would like to give more land over, but doesn't look like I can. Well, that's okay. We will move all of these guys back. Give that light armor over, and then I think we'll put the anti-air over here with these Chinese collaborators. And where we're no longer at war, we could do a puppet actually on them. You know. The question is this going to have far-reaching bad consequences? Put a puppet result on them as well. Like so. Yeah, them joining the faction's a bit of a pain in the arse. I actually don't think that works out well for us, to be honest with you. I might need to think about what we do with that. Because we're going to be at war now for the rest of the time. Yeah, we might need to go back and have a think on that one, to be honest. Energy for money, sure thing. And I think I'll put in a save here and carry forwards a little bit. Or in fact, we'll get the light the light carriers out. Yeah, so we'll just do that to that point. We're doing everything we can to get ourselves into a good position. And we're getting about 3,000 fuel a month, which is pretty good for the oil side of things. And we're doing a full production there. Definitely want to get both of these going. And yeah, you're still at 99. And yep, I'll happily give away a little bit more energy for more money. It's always worthwhile. Okay, industrial zone organization. Let's do electronic computing machine. Yeah, because that's going to be up at the next level pretty much immediately. lost a little... Okay, let's put the guard unit in like that. And we'll move you like this. And yeah, them joining the faction just isn't very helpful, to be honest with you. That's a real pain. Okay, so there's electronic computing machine. We can do mechanical computing machine now. So that's going to speed up all of our other techs a little bit. Okay, so we've got a twin-engine fighter level up. And the light and mediums as well, which will be done in June. We're at 100% on our officer ratio now, so that's really good. Okay, and we'll buy a brigade. Every little helps. Get that naval bomber prototype going. And there's another mercenary unit there. And yet another light carrier. So now you've sped up them, and they'll be done now in 1940 as well. So yeah, so a lot of this stuff gets finished quite quickly when the other ones become available. So they're wiped out. And then we've got the Osaka. And then you've got a commander as well. And we've got a light armor also available. And there goes the... annoying that that cav unit didn't just immediately break. You never know, maybe the taking of that single victory province will naturally force them to give up. And you'll be March 19th. Okay, so that's fine. I think we'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3. We might do a little bit of time traveling because I'd rather not be at war with the kind of clique if they're going to, like, derive effectively extra... Effectively, they're going to join the faction. That's a pain. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.